Hello everybody, this is GVideo34. I got a recent update on the Mandela effect I want to talk about. See, recently my friend Mama's Fallen Angel Odd, goes by another name, but that's his business. Well, anyways, he brought it to my attention. He brought it to my attention that John Denver died in 1997. And my question to you is, what does that mean for the world? What I mean is, think about it. Is this Mandela effect? Is this something now in all of our heads? Is it something physical? If it's just all in our heads, then I can just go around and I don't have to worry about anything, and these memories I have of not growing up with John Denver at all, that's just me, being messed up somehow by the multiverse, having these memories, or the government, or whoever the hell put these false memories in there, or maybe they're the real memories, and I'm in another world. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but if it's just memories, I can deal with that. If somebody's just trying to mess with my head, hey, I gotta say, you gotta pay some want right there, buddy, because you gotta pay to play up in here, buddy. That's all I gotta say about that. You wanna mess around with my head, you gotta pay to play, and I'll give you a little space to play around, as long as you don't do too much damage. As long as you're not one of them evil archons or something, but, I'm just joking. I ain't giving anybody space to play in my mind. You ain't touching my mind, buddy. But, but if it's something as insignificant as, they're just messing with my mind, I don't care. What I do care about is this brings a whole new level to the Mandela effect. And people I've talked to about this at work, they already think I talked to at least one person about it. He probably thinks I'm crazy, but I told him, sorry about that, what do I gotta do now? Do I have to do a death check at my relatives, like my grandmother? She's been dead for 7 years. If John Denver has been alive for 97 years, and I don't remember ever seeing him on TV, on a CD, except for my Muppet CD that I cherish to death. I got a Muppet CD, and then when I was a little kid, I had his record. It was John Denver's Muppet Christmas. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll show it to you guys. Hold on. It's right here. I got it right here. I found it. It says, this is a CD. I'll show it, It says it was, the copyright is 1998 is when the CD was actually made. And I'll show you it one more time. Let's see if I can get it in there real good. Let's see if it's on there. Well, anyways, let me set this down for a second. And I got a little booklet here. The John Denver Muppet Christmas album. Let's see what it says inside here. It says, I can honestly say the collaboration with Jim Henson and the entire Muppet gang is putting this recording together was one of the most enjoyable experiences in my career. I'm sorry, I looked through it. It's really aged a lot over the years. I don't know when I got this, but it's been a while to look at. It's all aged, and I can't really read the rest. But, I guess this one was made in 1998, I said. I think it was. I wish I can get more and see what his letter was to Jim Henson. Maybe there's an indication that he wrote it before he died. But, anyways, I used to play that in the old haunted house back in the day. I was like 4 or 5 years old. I used to run around and play the record, run around the damn house, acting like a madman, dancing and shit like that. It was a good old time with John Denver, Never have I remembered actually seeing him on TV as a kid. maybe I caught him on TV here and there, reruns or whatever, but as far as him being on TV and saying who he was and doing live concerts when I was a kid, that I don't remember any of that, to be honest with you. Then again, I was a kid, so I don't remember much, but you would think somebody who lived to 1987 that I kind of idolized as a kid because I loved his Muppet album, I would have remembered. I would have, had more than a, memory of, because I cherished his album so much, so more a memory of him being alive, and I'd be, oh man, it's John Denver, that guy's awesome. And if he was alive in 1997, where's the rest of his albums? I don't think he did anything past the 70s or 60s that I know of, so if he did live to 97, which I haven't really totally did any investigation on, so I'll do a web search real fast, and I'll look up and see if it actually says what my friend says, so it's not just hearsay, and I'll get a rough estimate for you. Be right back. Holy motherfucking shit. Yahoo Answers says, and I'll try to get a good look. Let's see if we can get it here. It's hard doing it with the phone, but if you can read it, it says 1997. I don't know how well you can read it, but that's what Yahoo Answers says. Let me see if I can find anywhere else. Encyclopedia, the Wikipedia. I know that can be changed from what I hear. Also says October 12th, 1997. Jeez, he lived quite a long time. I mean, I would remember seeing him at least once. I mean, even as a teenager. I don't know, man, but going back to my thoughts, and everything, that's just totally freaking creepy. I mean, for a man that's supposedly not supposed to be even alive, walking the earth in 1987, and if that's true, if they're not just playing with their minds, and he was walking the earth in 1987, then that brings the argument of who else in your life did you think died but might be walking the earth right now? It sounds ridiculous, but hell, if John Denver lived to 97, what makes you think my grandmother or grandfather or any other relative, my uncle, isn't still alive right now? I mean, my uncle died, I think it was from diabetes, I believe, or heart disease, I can't remember. My cousin Dennis died of, what was it called, a blockage, no, I forget the name of those things, a blood clot, that was it. And my grandmother, she died in, like 7 years ago. So, how do I know that since I got shifted on this other timeline, that these people, aren't coming back, or they're not back on the earth again? I mean, it sounds crazy, but that's what we got in. Are we going to see proof soon in the world that people who you remember died are coming back, are alive? You think I'm freaking nuts, but think about it. John Denver, 1997. He was walking the earth for 20, 30 years when a lot of us remember him being dead before we were born. I was born in 1976. I think he died in 77 for what some of my friends tell me. So that means I was only a small baby and I don't remember him, but yet he walked the earth another 20 more years. So who or what is this Mandela effect going to affect next? Does it affect the physical properties in life, or is it just all in our head? You decide. If anybody comes up with any physical information or physical knowledge, or you just happen upon a relative, you turn a corner in the grocery store and just happen upon your grandmother or your aunt that's been dead for 10 years, but the timeline changed and now she's alive, please leave me a message or any other information on this matter, and I'll get back to you, and I'll post it on my my channel right here and for everybody to see, and we'll at least show some proof that the Mandela effect affects the physical. Well, it happens, or it affects the physical already. I mean, because you seen that video I posted a couple days ago or last week about that man that his mother-in-law read the Time Life magazine. She saw 4 doors in the Kennedy car. They take it home and they're 6. So that affects the physical right there. So what else in the future, or what else is happening as we speak, is being manipulated or affected by the Mandela effect? Are people right now, as I speak, being brought back from the dead? Were they alive on another timeline and they're going to shift over to our timeline since we're merged? I mean, is this whole Mandela effect thing, is it because it's some kind of Sliders episode where we're merged with like 100 different multiverses in one, like in the Sliders, and the quantum mechanics machine, basically merged them together? Or did CERN somehow do this with their collider? Did they merge us with another Earth or several Earths or whatever? I mean, I sound like a rambling moron, but I have memories of John Denver not being alive when I've been alive. I have memories of the Berenstein. I mean, but I have more memories. That's an iffy thing. I mean, it's about 25%, maybe 50 memory. And I know 100%, like I said about the gun with the Scarecrow. And I know 110% about John Denver. There's no way he walked the earth. I mean, next week are we going to have John Lennon? I mean, right now he's dead. I can tell you for sure he's dead. I mean, he died by, what was that name? David Chapman, or I forget his middle. He's got like 3 names or whatever. Those crazy killers that come out and kill people, they always have 3 crazy names. I forget. I know it's David Chapman something. I can't remember. It's been a while, but is John Lennon going to be walking in the streets soon because the Mandela effect shifted him to our plane of existence? Who knows? All I know is I dealt with a lot of fringe subjects in my life, but this is by far the craziest and worst fringe subject I have dealt with in my entire life, and it's probably going to get worse. I mean, if this happened, damn well it's going to get worse, and I'm going to experience things that I've never experienced before in my lifetime, and so aren't you. So buckle up, because this is going to get pretty freaky and pretty scary. Good night, folks. I just wanted to share my knowledge with you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.